Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. Bioluminescence is the natural production of light by living organisms. It's most famously seen in fireflies, deep-sea fish, and glowing plankton, creating those magical glows we admire in forests and oceans. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe. The channel, the science behind bioluminescence in nature. If you've ever walked along a dark beach and seen the waves glow blue beneath your feet, or witnessed fireflies sparkling on a summer night, you've experienced one of nature's most enchanting phenomena, bioluminescence. This natural light show is the result of tiny, glowing reactions inside living creatures, and it offers a mesmerizing glimpse into the secret, illuminated worlds of Earth's oceans, forests, and skies. What exactly is bioluminescence? At its core, bioluminescence is a chemical process that allows living organisms to produce light. The key players are two substances, luciferin and luciferase. Luciferin is a light-emitting molecule, and luciferase is an enzyme that speeds up the reaction between luciferin and oxygen. When these two substances mix, they produce light without much heat, a highly efficient process that would put our own light bulbs to shame. Scientists have discovered that most bioluminescent reactions require some form of energy, usually ATP, as a fuel. Once triggered, the luciferin is oxidized, and light is emitted as the molecule returns to its stable state. The color of the light varies by species and environment. Blue and green wavelengths tend to travel best underwater, which is why most bioluminescent ocean dwellers glow in these hues, while fireflies often produce green or yellow light that shines bright across land. Why do living things glow? Bioluminescence is not just for show, it's a powerful survival tool. In the ocean depths, where sunlight never reaches, fish and jellyfish use bioluminescence to attract prey or communicate with one another. Some species even have glowing organs that mimic smaller creatures to lure in dinner. Others use their light to hide. A technique called counter-illumination allows some squid and shrimp to blend in with the faint light from the surface above. On land, fireflies use their rhythmic flashes to attract mates, each species having its own code that potential partners recognize. Some fungi, often called foxfire, emit an eerie green glow to attract insects that help spread their spores. Even certain bacteria glow, forming shimmering patches that can light up entire sections of ocean water. Where do we see bioluminescence? While bioluminescence can occur on land, in fireflies, glowworms, millipedes, and mushrooms, it's especially common in the ocean. In fact, the ocean is home to most bioluminescent creatures. About 76% of deep-sea animals can produce their own light. From tiny plankton like dinoflagellates that make waves sparkle at night, to the larger anglerfish that light up the darkness to catch their prey, bioluminescence is everywhere beneath the ocean surface. One of the most spectacular bioluminescent sights is a phenomenon called the Milky Sea, where vast numbers of glowing plankton light up square miles of ocean. Sailors have described this phenomenon for centuries. When disturbed, the plankton emit a ghostly blue light, creating a surreal glow across the water, the future of bioluminescence. Research scientists continue to explore bioluminescent creatures, not just for their beauty, but for their potential to help humans. Researchers use green fluorescent proteins from jellyfish in laboratories as biological markers to study cells and gene expression. These glowing proteins have revolutionized biological research and even earned their discoverers a Nobel Prize. And as new bioluminescent species are discovered every year, bioluminescence may one day help us design better medical tools, more sustainable lighting, and even new ways to monitor the environment. In short, bioluminescence is one of the most magical phenomena in nature. Whether lighting up a forest trail or transforming the ocean into a glowing dreamscape, these living lights show us the extraordinary creativity of life on Earth and hold the potential to illuminate our future as well. The science behind bioluminescence in nature. Imagine you're walking along a quiet tropical beach under a starry sky. Every time the gentle waves touch the shore, they explode into a soft blue glow that dances along the sand. It looks like magic, but this spectacle is one of nature's most fascinating tricks. Known as bioluminescence, this phenomenon happens when living organisms produce light through a simple but powerful chemical reaction. The chemical secret behind the glow. The secret to bioluminescence lies in two chemicals: luciferin, a light-producing pigment, and luciferase, an enzyme that sets the glowing process in motion. When luciferase and luciferin come together with oxygen, they produce light and very little heat. Unlike most light bulbs we use, this light is incredibly efficient. Almost all the energy created is visible light, which can be blue, green, or even yellow, depending on the species. Fireflies and forest glows. Bioluminescence is not only an ocean wonder. On warm summer nights, fireflies light up backyards and fields with their rhythmic flashes. Every blink is part of a dance. Males flash a secret pattern to attract mates. Meanwhile, glowing mushrooms in dark forests use bioluminescence to draw insects that will help disperse their spores. Even some millipedes and beetles produce light as a warning signal to ward off hungry predators. Why do animals glow? Scientists believe that bioluminescence evolved independently many times because it's incredibly useful. Some creatures light up as a form of defense. For instance, deep-sea squid can shoot a glowing ink that distracts their enemies, allowing them to escape. Other animals, like certain jellyfish, flash bright bursts of light to scare off predators, a trick that can make a small jelly seem much larger and more dangerous. A light for the future. Scientists are now studying bioluminescent organisms for their potential benefits to humans. The glowing proteins that jellyfish and fireflies produce have already changed medicine and biology. Researchers use them as markers to track diseases, study how cells work, and even understand how our own bodies grow and repair. The wonders that light up. Our world bioluminescence reminds us that there is still magic and mystery hidden in nature. From tiny plankton that make glowing waves on tropical shores to deep-sea giants shimmering in darkness, this gentle light connects us to worlds most of us never see. Whether we're lucky enough to stumble across a glowing beach or to catch the summer twinkle of fireflies, bioluminescence sparks the imagination and invites us to look a little closer at the mysteries waiting in the dark.